everyone to... Oh, wait, we're on the wrong screen. There we go. I have to move Galen over a little bit. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Grillonal Chronicles, Storm on the Horizon. Last time, Session 20, the Salt Springs 1.0. We started back in the shipwreck, where the party found a waterlogged notebook that contained a multitude of different drawings, notations, and other writings, a sort of compilation of various sources. But of importance to the party was a scrap of paper containing another portion of Isaac Canto's information and research. After returning the rest of the information but keeping the notebook to the dwarven captain who had hired them, the party headed back to the temple to try and get Renji and Pip's creeping coral disease cured. That was really hard to say. Father Ewan was speaking to Riptail, and when Renji asked about getting his disease cured, Ewan told Renji to sleep it off. Ewan also asked Petrus to speak to Riptail, and Riptail told Petrus to look into the reasoning as to why someone would make a deal with Ymphir, and what they got out of it. The crew then went to the vet to get Pip's disease cured, and also Amp called Renji a pet. Finally, the party headed off to the salty hot springs, only to discover that the springs were the current resting spot of a massive Ogama yokai, a large toad fae / yokai, and they met a Makineko named Renji of the Salted Spring. He asked them to remove the yokai from the spot so he could continue to operate, but after a series of persuasion checks, Renji Cat still did not budge, instead trying to attack and move the yokai. Finally, our Renji lured him into the saltwater pool, and just as everyone began to relax, the Ogama shot its tongue out, grabbed the Makineko, and swallowed him whole. Petrus began freaking out, and we left the party contemplating their next steps. Stay with Yashin, or attempt to flee with Riptail. And so we are back in the spring.
Baby! We're back, baby.
We're back, baby.
We're back.
So
And another thing.
Relaxing. So everyone's relaxing in the hot springs. Petrus is still a little bit freaked out by watching a man or cat person get eaten and then subsequently transformed into by the thing that ate him to take over his life. And the Makineko, or the Ogama yokai, put its large glaive down next to Galen, patted him a couple of times, and then walked into the bathhouse.
Look, I'm just saying, Mr. Webb, if you want to deal with this because you're so outraged, we can.
I mean, like, gonna fight the thing?
If that's what you want to do.
Will it save the other man? Like, that's the biggest thing I'm worried about right now.
Probably not.
I think we're clearly outclassed here.
Add it to the list and we'll come back later.
You say that like I have a list. Well,
You can
it
start
seems
with.
like I do now.
He's the first one on your list. Wonderful.
Oh,
Proud of you.
hush you.
Oh, right.
Congratulations.
Galen stares into the middle distance. The list.
It's not the thing. It's not like a personal thing. It's just a thing out of a. There's one thing I don't like. It's magical creatures doing things like this. Magical people doing things like this.
I mean, no, I get that, but it's just, this is kind of how the yokai and the fae operate. They're very amoral in that regard. It's very transactional. And they also can be very petty and vengeful.
Well, they should stop being... I was going to say they should stop being afraid because...
Petrus, you... Petrus, Steve, I'll ask you a question.
Yes.
Are you ready for a flashback?
Sure.
So
Ooh.
you have this conversation. You're thinking about the power and the fear that magical denizens have over other people, and in your mind, this conjures a very uh, specific instance. There we go. Petrus, you are. Everybody can see, right?
It's loading.
Okay.
It's loading for me, yeah.
Okay, I'll give it a
Ah,
second.
vision. Good, good.
Uh,
Vision.
Petrus. Vision?
Vision?
There we go.
Petrus, you are in class. And this, obviously, it is difficult for you to be in this class as you are surrounded by mages. Um, there are many mages sitting at these desks paying very careful attention to your uncle, who is sitting in the middle of this room. This is one of the many classrooms of High Rock. Uh, you have been allowed to continue to sit in on these classes despite what some would maybe say is a stubborn resistance to the arcane arts. But you are sitting next to your cousin, Hextus.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. Your uncle is demonstrating a number of powerful spells in the middle, going over the proper casting technique, and the other mages are dutifully taking notes. And you, if you'll allow me a little creative liberty, you are taking notes, but your mage hand is doing all the writing so that you can just sit there with your arms folded, be like, I did this.
No, that's perfect.
You're just like, hmm.
I'm doing magic. Are you happy? Just
I'm
internally the whole time.
I'm participating and you can't stop me, but I don't like it. So Hextus is dutifully taking notes. You are still taking notes. You are still learning. This is a school of knowledge. But as your uncle moves through the somatic verbal components, what is going through Petrus's mind as you are sitting in this class of a thing you choose not to do?
It's knowledge. That alone gives me reason to acknowledge it or to learn it, even if I don't necessarily want to put it in practice. But could be useful. But it's mostly just it's the learning it for the wrong reasons. It's not because he wants to use it, it's because he wants to knows how to bend the rules to break them. He just doesn't know how yet.
Yes. Okay. Um, as your uncle, as your uncle Faustus is going through all of these, and you see Hextus writing these things down, he eventually stops and is like, "Remember, I want you all to practice your motions. Your yoga is essential in order to
Uh-oh.
have your limbs
Oh,
nimble
wait, sorry.
enough."
Say that one more time. My internet cut out for just a bit.
Oh, uh-oh. Faustus is basically explaining to all of these mages, do yoga. It is very important to be limber so that you can practice the somatic components correctly. You find what works for you, right? Your hands or other vessels through which you will cast are very important. And as all of the other mages begin to pack up their scrolls and quills and other writing utensils, Faustus moves over to his desk and he says, "Petrus, a word, please."
Uh, yeah, he in private or
Meet me at my desk.
very well. The mage hand like out of existence, and he where is he?
Down here.
I was going in the wrong direction. I'm not zoomed out. Why am I not going?
I don't know. Why are you not going? There's no walls. I deliberately didn't put any walls to avoid this. Hexus will wait for you.
Yes, teacher.
Faustus turns from the large blackboard where he's been writing down some arcane formulae, and he turns. He says, "I just wanted to know. I wanted to know why you weren't practicing."
I was practicing.
Yes, a simple cantrip, but if you are going to continue to participate in the lessons that I have so egregiously is not the right word, but I have so carefully curated and allowed your continued attendance, then some effort would be appreciated.
Perhaps painstaking was the word that you were looking for.
I was just typing that. Yo.
Petrus.
Don't worry, don't. Hmm?
When your father passed, I said that I would do my best to raise you. Our family has been proud arcane purveyors for time immemorial, and it pains me and harms our legacy for you to continue to literally twiddle your thumbs at me.
Legacy this, legacy that. All of my other courses, I have been top of the class. I've been putting so much work in literally every other class. You can't expect me to be that diligent, and one's focus can only go in so many directions. I'm choosing to conserve mine towards the subjects that I'm actually, well, not necessarily competent in, but certainly interested in, the ones that have my focus.
If you applied even a fifth of your talent to this class, you would be among the top magi in this school. There is no question. And
Yes, and then I would have a bunch of people hurling accusations of nepotism at me, saying that I have not, I've only stumbled my way into that position. No, I would much prefer to earn merit on my own merit and not have to deal with all of that.
Magic is not a shortcut, Petrus. It takes work and study just as anything would. But the reward at the end of this is the manipulation of the fabric of reality.
And why can't you see that everything I've been studying with alchemy can do the same thing without having to rely on all of these loopholes?
Because it is offensive to me and the memory of your father and your mother.
I will serve their memory as I see fit. It is not your place to talk of things you know nothing about.
As your guardian, it is my place to tell you when I think that the horse that you have bet on is the wrong horse. The cart that you have hitched yourself to is going nowhere fast.
We shall see.
He puts his hand on his head and rubs his temples and he says, I will see you tonight for dinner. I have some papers to grade.
And I have a paper on Orthinian architecture that I have to finish. So I shall see you then for dinner.
Indeed. Good night, Petrus.
Good night.
As you are walking away, Hextus looks at you and goes, Hey, do you want to see this thing I've been working on?
Petrus is like the instant like he's not looking at Faustus again. He's just like he takes a deep breath, but then that actually just does make him smile against his own wishes. All right, Hextus, just sure.
Hextus is such a conundrum because in High Rock, necromancy is a praised and revered art. It is the thing that people do in order to connect to their past, to their culture, to their ancestors, and he basically acts as if he is a doctor rather than a necromancer, right? He is just a little too late to save people. But that is not the spell or the trick that he shows you. Instead, he holds his hands together. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. He looks at you and he says, I actually am kind of agreeing with you. Magic is not a shortcut. Or magic can be a shortcut, and things work. We have to work hard for things. I I discovered something, and I think it might be something that you might appreciate.
Young Petrus is taken aback by this.
I haven't quite got it up to a counter spell, but I can do this. And he like presses his hands together and he begins to concentrate. And Petrus, you feel like a weird buildup in your sinuses as like the pressure in this room begins to build. Like not the whole room, but like the area that you are in. And he is going to cast Arcane Anomaly. You spread cracks, and you watch as cracks appear in like the area around you. For the duration, whenever a spell is cast within range, you roll a d6. On a 1, the spell casting fails. Expending a spell slot is normal, but not consuming expensive material components.
What did you do?
There's and you like he's holding the concentration. It's tough for a moment. He goes, there's loose threads in the weave of energy that allow us to cast. And through those threads, if you pull on them hard enough, you can untangle spells, essentially. It's not exact, but, you know. And he's going to drop concentration. I wanted to show you. I wanted to let you know that I understand where you're coming from.
I'm just honestly more impressed by the spell itself. That's very impressive. Was this a spell that you encountered or developed yourself or start practicing?
I read about it in the library. You know, there's all sorts of wonderful librarians here who are able to show all kinds of different spells. Some of which have been almost lost to time.
It's fantastic.
Hexus puts as you guys are like walking out, Hexus puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, "Father means well, you know that. It just
Yes, I know.
It's tough, especially since." And he like looks a little bit embarrassed, and he goes, "It's tough, especially because I've been unable to commune with my uncle, your father, in any capacity as well. And you know that weighs on all of us."
There's a lot of reasons and a lot of things that we don't understand when it comes to death and what comes after, and no one's, least of all myself, is ever going to blame you or any other member of our family for that. I couldn't. I know all of you are trying. And I'm fine with letting it stay. I'm at peace with it, I suppose you could say.
I know, and I appreciate it, but it's
It's a collective closure that we're all looking for, I think.
exactly. It's hard to let go of something that we know is obtainable.
Well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. What It's just like anything when it comes to the natural sciences, that there could be any number of variables that could occur, and some things, well, I don't want to say no. I don't want to discourage you. If you think that there is a way, then I encourage you to find it, but only and only if it is what you wish to do.
If I hear anything, I will of course let you know. That's
Mhm.
the least I can do, truly.
Well, if there's anything that I can do to help support your studies, um, let me know as well. I'd love to see you continue this course that you're taking.
Of course. And he smiles, and the two of you begin to exit the classroom, and we.
One thing I will say, I do need to get back into studying yoga. It is actually quite good.
Studying what?
Yoga!
Oh,
The thing
yes.
that Faustus was talking about, if there's one thing that he's correct, it's excellent for building muscle and keeping flexibility.
Well, I think we will have that on the lawn tomorrow. But come, we'd better get home.
Yes, yes.
All right. And so I'll ask you guys now. Do you want to cut back to the spring, or do you guys want to cut back to your time in Blissport?
I'm good for Blessport.
Okay.
Anyone else? Anyone else have anything they want to do at this point?
I'm good.
Yeah, we can cut back. Oh, as we're walking back. So yes, Mr. Webb. As I was saying, in Yato, we have a thing similar to what you're talking about. It's called Tai Chi.
Really?
Yes, it sounds very similar to this yoga you talk about.
Well, if you know a couple of things about it, I'd be inclined to uh, I'd be open for lessons if you know enough to teach.
Well, I mean, I'm no Tai Chi, teacher, but we have plenty of very good ones in the city of Unai.
And
Well,
we
some...
cut to a Renji flashback. No, I'm kidding. We cut to Renji over a pit of bamboo poles going, Master, why do I have to do this?
Because it's funny.
Correct. Okay, so you
Okay.
you guys
Don't get me that
visit.
started on the time I had to fight my master
Good.
over a dumpling.
A dum dum, like a lollipop?
A dumpling.
No, a dumpling.
Like
Oh.
All right. Steph,
Oh,
you had a
like oh,
question?
I heard dum dum. Yeah. Can I get some like chocolate covered flies?
Oh yeah, are you still a frog?
No. You.
No, I'm not. But there are remnants of desire there.
Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
Thank you.
But
I hate
don't
being
go for the
praised.
flies, go for crickets. Have more protein,
Oh
less likely to
yeah.
carry disease.
Okay, chocolate covered.
Oh wait, we actually
whatever,
have those
man.
in Unai.
The
We
cricket?
actually have candy coated crickets in Unai and Yatha.
You're just trying to give us the hard sell to actually go to Unai, aren't you?
Well, no, not well, maybe a little. That's not really the point though. But we do have that.
Cool.
Oh,
Lead
the
the
pirates,
way.
the other sailors don't seem to like it, but it's a quite popular in Yatha.
Try anything.
Arachne,
Yes.
as you guys are walking back, you suddenly get a message in your mind, and it appears, and you know this instantly. It appears to be a reply to the message bottle that you threw into the sea.
You've got mail.
When did I throw a message bottle into the sea?
Well, you sent a message to Stormtide, yes?
I didn't use my message bottle for it. I gave it to the post office.
Oh, you gave it to the post office. Oh, never mind then.
If he's sending a message bottle into the sea, then that's possible.
Oh, yes. Okay, there we go. I was like, All right.
Wait a minute, we still need to deliver that.
No, you did deliver it.
I did send another message bottle to Clementine, though.
Yes, you did. You still have not heard back from that one. But this one I'm sending to Sam. You get a message in your mind, Arachne, similar to something that you sent out. Hey, we've taken the time to repair the ships and are sailing back now. It took some convincing to get LG on the ship. You know how dwarves are, but we're on our way. They've also let me know that our friend S is also in the SA. Small world, huh? But they don't know if his research has been stolen. LG took great care to let me know that last year they also ran into G, and that following that visit their work was stolen. If G is stealing all of the research of the dudes like we've discussed, then amassing that knowledge has some power that we're missing. And that's the end of the message.
Interesting. Sounds like, pardon me. Master Stormtide seems to be on his way out back to us, and we have some additional companions heading our way as well.
Oh, good. That potentially gives us an out of this situation.
Correct. We may need to stall in Blissport for a day or so.
I suppose we could do that.
Oh, whatever shall we do?
Get more Dwanishes, clearly.
Certainly, we can definitely discuss next plan of attack under Dwanishes, or over Dwanishes, pardon me.
Under Dwanishes? How many Dwanishes do you plan on having in there?
As many as I can fit in me.
They are pretty good. And very quietly to the groups, like, and I agreed to meet with Riptail tonight, and I'm gonna have to tell him that we're gonna have to disincline.
I'm disinclined.
We're disinclined to acquiesce his request.
There it is. I knew what you were doing. Means no. Okay. So what are you guys going to do in Blissport?
Well, Arachne's going to do some shopping that Sam has already done.
Correct.
I will need to be at the docks at Skanger, remind me what time my meeting can be.
Oh,
is it night or dusk?
I think we said dusk.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Whatever time you get there is when you get there.
Yeah. But he's my homie. I need to set him up. Like, in a good way.
Yes.
Set him up to succeed, man. Again, homie.
Why did you do it like this? Now the question is, did I accidentally duplicate Agony Twin?
I hope not.
Agony Twin.
Agony Twin!
Taking your inspiration away. Get out of here.
Arch Nemesis, Agony Twin.
If he's happy, he's Agony Grin.
And if he's in
Alright.
pain, he's agony.
He's Agony Win.
Damn it! Alright, we have to stop.
If he's a mermaid, would he be Agony Fin?
No, he'd be Agony Swim. Come on, Sam.
Oh, you're right. Fuck.
God, Sam, ridiculous, stupid.
It was
sorry.
right in front of me.
And if he stabs himself while trying to sew, then he's agony pin.
Oh.
And you know, just an agony.
And in yeah.
Yeah, he's taking out the trash. He's taking out the agony bin.
No.
Only if it's in
Okay,
Australia.
we gotta everybody put it in the chat. We gotta keep moving.
No, hold on. I have one more. I have one more. I
Put
have one
put
more.
an agony pin in that.
No.
Oh,
Hold on. If he designs his own niche fan letter that he is distributing to multiple people, is that his agony zin?
oh.
Zed.
Oh,
going to go-
fine. Whatever.
You mean Agony's bulletin?
No.
That was a stretch.
I was trying to do agony zin. Zine.
Oh yes, he goes to a family reunion to meet the agony kin.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna punch you on
We
your
have
agony
to
chin.
stop.
We have to stop.
We have to stop.
We absolutely must stop.
This
This
bit is
too
too
long.
powerful.
Every time we do one of these, agony adds another 10 hit points.
Oh no.
I love it. He'll get stronger.
Kick him in his agony shin.
No!
Plot twist. Plot twist. He's our big bad. He's our big bad.
No.
Okay.
He was the
You
big
guys-
bad,
You guys walk into Blissport. Arachne does
making
a bunch of
terrible
shopping.
puns.
Arachne does a bunch of shopping. Everyone
Yeah.
goes with her, and so you guys end up. I'm just gonna move you. I'm gonna move everybody, so we don't have to worry about this shit. There we
I can
go.
only imagine what that would actually
With your
feel
legs.
like.
With your legs.
It looks like a giant righteous hand of Strahd picking you up and putting you down somewhere else.
But the thing is, the way it looks on the map, it looks like we're all just phasing through objects, and how traumatic would that be?
Well, as long as you don't end your movement inside something, you don't take any damage, so you're fine. Anyway, you guys finish shopping. Arachne,
Yes.
you bought a bunch of stuff. What is the biggest purchase that you've made?
The largest purchase. Well, for starters, everyone, thank you for allowing me to take that Pearl of Power. I have now pilfered the Pearl of Power for pure cash. All right.
Plunder. Come on.
For pure plunder. You're right. I couldn't get there. Listen, I'm having an off day.
Pip.
Pip. Oh, Pip. Pip is perfect. All right, so
This
I
is
have
true.
pilfered. I have pilfered the pearl for plunder. And what we have now in our possession, we have display in chat, please. We have a Seafarer's map table.
Hmm.
All right, so we'll
Okay.
need to install this in Noxtd when we have it available as well. We also have a set of map beacons. That way we can keep track of each other if we have a map.
Oh.
Yes. And I also got a few just additional odds and ends, an additional book of lore, a prayer book, presumably DM. This is a prayer book for Yether, given the demographic of the area.
Yeah, you can make a note of that on the thing.
All right, and a spell book. And in case anyone is interested in the art of putting art to skin, I also picked up a
Tattooist sketchbook.
yeah, an enchanted sketchbook for tattooing purposes.
Interesting. Right.
Okay. With that purchase and Amphitrite carrying the large map table, you guys make your way over to the docks, and you see a couple of things. Number one, you see Agony Dwin waiting just outside. Number two, you see the Rippa, the Tide Rippa, docked at the docks. And a little bit of ways, you see the Nocturne with a bunch of goblins on it that have been acting as the crew, guiding it safely back. And it looks like they may have made themselves a little too at home.
Is there some goblin flair about the boat?
Something swab the Orloff.
There's a bunch of skulls decorating the rails.
That sounds pretty typical.
And there's that, and then it also looks like they've installed 2 ballistae.
Oh.
Huh.
Well then.
Now that's
How
something
about
we can
that?
get behind. There is.
Honestly, those are
my
rather
boyfriend.
subtle touches considering goblins.
Correct. You do also see Nick Cannon is just like.
Hey. Oh, I might have spooked one of the cats.
First order of business, I approach Agony.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, give him a big hug, because obviously this is my homie.
Mm-hmm.
Hand him, in order, his half of the bounty. So that's one, or pardon me, I need to instigate a trade, don't I? Because I can. Request trade with, I guess, Game Master.
Yeah.
There we go. We can make this a trade.
Oh, I can't just pick the selected icon. Okay.
Wonderful. So, drag and drop to begin. Add currency. There we go. Right. 1,000 gold. Yeah. Your half. And I also picked you up
Oh.
a couple of little gifts to help you as we continue, or well, as you continue to improve hone your craft. I want you to be the best fraudster you can. All right.
To be the best fraudster you can.
Of course. All right.
Now get out there and take it to the man.
Exactly. So she gives him a second forgery kit that she had picked up when she forged the first letter, and a book of lore so that they can reference the various signs and symbols of these Arinthian families and continent people. So you can make bigger, better bounties.
Incredible. Okay. You pass Agony these additional items, as well as the ones that, as well as the 1,000 gold, and he really looks at you guys and he's like, "Yeah, you've told him your name, right?"
Yes.
Yeah. So I think he really looks at you and he's like, "Madam Potamia, it is an honor and a pleasure," and he takes your hand, doing business with you. Smooch.
I'm like, Master Dwyn, your enterprise is my investment. I wish to see you succeed.
Well, if you ever need me again, you know how to find me.
Certainly.
You think to a second and you go, I have no idea how to find him.
I'm like, I know how to find him. I'm
No, I
collecting
know.
bottles.
Yeah, I know. It's just funny. It's like, you know how to find me. Do what?
Actually, yeah, we do. Just look for the wanted
Yeah.
posters.
Wanted posters, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Alright. So, Reggie, you are walking up to the Tide Rippa, and you see Blood Flag, and Blood Flag, like, sticks his hand out for the Predator handshake. He's like, good to see you, Reggie.
Permission to come aboard.
Permission. Get up here, you fuck. And he grabs you.
And he lifts me up onto the boat.
Yeah, big bear hug, like, we had a couple of close calls, but my god, if I didn't know better, I would have more wizards. on my ship all the time.
Oh yeah, does Stormtime over there come in handy?
He gestures to Stormtide, but Renji, you also see that there's a gnome and a dwarf over here, that you don't recognize. Arachne, you immediately recognize as
Yep.
Ballywig Zibstack and Lone Guard Brookshield.
Like, help me up! Help me up! Help me up!
Whoop.
Hey. Valley, LG. It's been too long. Are you accepting hugs today?
No, please no.
It's why I asked.
Lone Guard steps up and gives you like a big firm handshake, and this is like, it's good to see you, Arachne. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. I wish it was under better circumstances.
Aye, listen. Stormtide's caught us up to speed for the most part. Listen, if Isaac's research was stolen, and they've been stealing all of our research, we have bigger problems because Isaac asked for all of our help when doing his research. You understand?
That would make sense. Fuck.
Blood Flag yells to everyone to come aboard. Come and know me better, man.
Look forward.
Oh God, apparently Blood Flag had been hanging out with Mary Jerry.
I saw the opportunity and I fucking took it. Can you forgive me?
Look, if you're gonna make Mary Jerry canonical to like he's some kind of like Santa Fe like entity that just goes where the joy is on the holiday season, sure.
No, the Santa Fe like entity is the Yule Father, and that's Foig.
No. Hey, you can have more than one.
That's true. So you all come aboard. You all see Arachne conversing deeply with this dwarf and this gnome. The gnome gives everyone... I'll say everyone make an insight check.
This is going to be hilarious.
Also, Blood Flag, I said it before and I'll say it again. You're the most masculine orc I've ever met.
That's right! Oh, okay. Interesting.
That's a 21.
Okay. Petrus, Renji, and Amphitrite, you guys all look at this dwarf, and you look at the gnome. The dwarf, the most interesting thing about the dwarf, which is not conveyed by his character token, but he has a plague.
You sure it's not the pondering the orb?
Well, he's pondering his orb, but he's wearing like a plague doctor mask. The gnome, just something about him feels off. Not in a malicious way, but just in like a, this thing is pretending to be a gnome.
Potentially something that is not a gnome, but wants to look like a gnome.
There is more than meets the eye with this gnome.
It's a transformer, got it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. Let me double check that I'm not losing my mind. Yeah, okay. So this gnome is like taking a couple of steps back. He's got his hand on a little cane next to him, and he's like, yes, we were contacted by Stormtide. We were requested to come immediately to your assistance, wherever possible, or however possible. I must say, I do not enjoy sea travel. I don't know why we moved down here or why we came here. And like Lone Guard turns to him and is like, I'm not having this argument with you again.
Petrus just like raises his eyebrows, looking back and forth with that bemused kind of look.
DM, does Arachne notice anything off about Ballet?
So Arachne,
or has he just always been like this?
So Arachne, I will say you're not going to make an insight check on Bally, you're gonna make an insight check for everybody else, or whatever. What's your passive insight? Because you don't have to make a check for it.
Passive insight is sure
13.
is a number.
It's
13, yeah.
Yeah, on a 13, I think you suddenly are like, oh, right. People don't know, like, what these guys' job in High Rock is, so they might be freaked out by the fact that Ballywig, or Bally, is off-putting. Because Bally is a Circle of Mutation druid. And
Oh, right.
is literally always uncomfortable in his own skin.
Okay, so this is not like a doppelganger pretending to be him. This is just he's like this.
Yeah, this is just, oh, my friend is...
My friend is just weird. That's fine.
Yeah, like, everyone else is like, oh, I don't know, what's that? And you're like, yeah, no, this is him. You know how I know it's him? He makes me feel weird. But he makes me feel weird because that's who he is. Because he is, as a druid, specifically of this mutation and studying these magical mutations, he is always uncomfortable in his own skin. And
He is.
always has,
It's
like,
the
patches of fur or scales
it's
or something weird.
he makes me uncomfortable in a very familiar and comforting way.
Yes.
So you're
Would
telling me
you
this
say
is
all my
this is a
friends are weird, weird, weird?
All my friends are weird, weird, weird. You are correct.
Yes, we all knew that.
so you're telling me this druid friend of yours, a gnome, has
Yes.
constant body dysmorphia, and it just emanates so that we all feel it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not even body dysmorphia. It's like his arm will have leopard print a moment, and then he'll like shake it, and it'll turn into like snake scales.
Ah.
It's like
Like-
his wild shape has become unstable.
Yeah, like you look at him, and like he takes his goggles off, and one eye is like a big fly eye, and the other eye is like a snake or a goat eye, and then he like closes his eyes and shakes his head a little bit, and they just go back to being like normal gnome eyes, but they're like hediochromia.
Oh, wow.
Renji steps
Again.
over and I ask, can Reggie tell that this is druidism?
I think you have enough experience with it to be like, something ain't right with that man's druidism.
Is it contagious? Is the question, I'm sure.
No, no. Actually, it's not. If he can tell this is some form of druidism, he has to ask, hello, is this druidcraft that you're doing?
Oh, I have moved beyond such petty boundaries as druidcraft. All of my animal forms have the abilities of all the other animals I have become.
Oh, fascinating.
What?
How much control do you have?
Most. Occasional
Really?
combinations have proved unstable and are no longer in use.
Right. I've only seen something similar to your thing a couple of times with the Baju tribe. So I'm just it's curious.
Renji, I don't know that you actually have seen anything like this. You've seen
No, it's
druids
just
that have-
there's been druids that have been like had like shape instability and like some shapes blending into other shapes that you weren't supposed to, but he hasn't seen it anywhere close to the level of what this guy has.
Yeah, you haven't seen this level of control. Let me just double check with the...
That's what's Renji's fascinated about, is the level of control and like blending of different things, because he's seen little bits of that with the druid tribe, but nothing to this extent.
Yes, okay, so basically the way that his class works is, while wild shaped, you expend spell slots, and you get a number of mutation points to equal to the level of the spell slot, and then from those points, you can mutate the creature that you have turned into. So he can give any creature, air and water, and gain a swim speed. You can give it flying, he can give it dark vision, echolocation, enlarge, multi-attack, more natural armor, venomous attacks, etc. So
Double down.
I'm having this conversation with this guy, and he's like, I guess, telling me some of this.
yeah, he's basically like, well, I expend some of my arcane mana, some of my mana energies, in order to represent the form that I best deem fit, regardless of the actual base form that I have assumed. While you're having this conversation, and it's like you keep trying to go closer to him, and every time you go closer to him, he like takes a couple of steps back. Takes a couple of steps back. It's like, stop.
No. Renji overcomes his fascination. It's like he sees the body language and he's just like he keeps his distance, but he's still asking like minor questions about like how much control, how long have you had this level of control, how much variability can you put into one thing? Because like Reggie does really appreciate like druid craft of that nature, and to see it this different from what he's used to is fascinating to him.
Honestly, Petrus is actually going to be pretty intrigued by this too. Like, how do you get the individual?
Reggie waves Web over. Come on, join the conversation.
Wait, where am I?
Where are you, Steph?
Wait, yeah, where are you?
Oh, you're underneath Amphitrite. God damn it, Steph.
There we go.
Yeah,
How do you get the?
Petrus and Renji are going to geek out over this guy.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. Like physiologically, that's fascinating. How do you get the parts to mesh, so to speak, with the rest of the body?
It's simply a large variety of knowledge that I have accumulated,
Mhm.
and allows me to manipulate the form as I see fit. I worked very closely with a good friend of mine, Saren, and he Selakrim Saren, another member of the Jasam dudes at High Rock, and he gave me great insight into some of the transmogrification rites that elves use to manipulate their own bodies.
Interesting. Elves, doubly interesting. Um, no, it's
Yes,
more so
you.
just thinking about like the brain alone. Like when you think of the physiological taking like say the brain from one creature and putting it to another simply wouldn't work because the uh, um
Well, I
to put it,
retain all of my mental faculties. It's me in this body of this creature controlling it and advancing and mutating it, evolving it as I see fit.
well, that's the
Right.
fascinating
But
part
the
though.
question,
Like
what I want to ask is, due to the level of control and shifting you do you have like odd mood swings and like chemical imbalances from time to time due to the, you know, it,
Okay, I will say that you guys continue to have this conversation with him.
no,
Um,
yeah.
Sarah. Or I'm sorry. I'm going to actually yield the floor to Galen or Amp, and then I'll jump in.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so Galen or Amphitrite, what are you guys doing as you come back aboard this ship?
I I had no plans.
Gives the orc a hug.
What?
Gives the orc a hug. The orc likes hugs.
He is a hugger.
Okay. I go to give the orc a hug.
Yeah, Brandon!
Yay! I love hugs.
I want to
Hugs!
see who can hug harder. That's the real question, and an
Yeah,
orc would
right?
take that challenge.
oh no.
Alright, strength check.
Is that string check? All right. Cool. I'm good at those sometimes.
You're gonna have a contested strength check.
Damn. Oh, okay. Amphitrite wins. Oh, you have both of them +5. That's fun. Okay. On a 16 beats to 12, Amphitrite, you get the better hug in. He's like, oh, yeah, crack my back right there. Good.
Undefeated hugger of whatever year this is.
Wait, so Amphitrite wins the strength check, but ultimately Blood Flag wins because he gets a big back.
Correct. Yes. Okay, Galen, are you doing anything at this moment?
Nope, I'm just staying in the background at the moment.
Okay. Blood Flag comes back over as you two are conversing with Ballywig. Blood Flag, Stormtide, and Lone Guard are all talking to Arachne. And Lone Guard's like, yes, we made preparations to come as soon as possible once we had learned that potentially we are all, sort of targets. Glimmer has visited us within the past year or so, and it was only recently, much more recently, actually at the behest of Stormtide, that I discovered that my research was in fact missing.
Oh, right. So, so the evidence is aligning that Glimmer is involved with massive amounts of research theft and possibly, probably murder. Fantastic.
Murder? Who's murder?
Isaacs.
Oh! Oh, yes.
The lack of communication from beyond implies something of great magical importance, and frankly, something of that nature would need some massive cover up. And I I don't want to think that he's capable of that, but that seems to be where the evidence is pointing me. And
Well,
we need to follow the evidence.
when was the... Has there been any afterlife communication with Isaac?
Not ever haven't attempted in a long time, but
I
it's
see.
several years since I last tried. I got sick of disappointment.
Of course, sorry. I don't mean to reopen old wounds. I just...
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Um... I was just thinking,
Okay.
he had been... Well, obviously he was talking to us about some of the discrepancies that he'd seen in the magical flora and fauna down here in the archipelago, which is eventually where we came to study everything. These aquatic mutations that we're seeing in people exposed to long-term negative energy effects are highly unusual.
Yes.
They should not be this fishy.
Hold on. Hold on. And Arachne starts going through her new detective's notebook for the most recent piece of where did I put it in my journal? Dang it. The most recent piece of research that was uncovered. Something about the rifts. Hold on.
Second,
right.
this rift was not fully or correctly sealed and persists to this day. Right?
And some of the symptoms that he observed were undead corruption, which, again, any high concentration outside of High Rock off weird, but that's particularly interesting. And aberrational corruptions with deep dwelling sea monsters more frequent. So, what do we know?
As you show this piece of research, Arachne, I think uh, I think Lone Guard looks at it for a moment and then reaches in to his pocket and pulls out another scrap. And Arachne, this one does actually bring a tear to your eye as it references you. It is one thing to search through academic texts, combing for bits of esoterica and references to formulae and magical theory. That, at least, I know how to parse and decipher, revealing ancient secrets. It is quite another to read folk tales, myths, and legends that have only been spoken aloud for generations, now solidified into unchanging pages. I wish Arachne were here to help. The Southern Archipelago is fascinating, and in my studies I have learned much, specifically from my good friend Draxus Firebrand, who is here from the secluded Yathan Empire. As a dragonborn, he is wise beyond his years, and while he was not alive during the wars, his draconic ancestors were, and so I have at least second-hand accounts of much of what occurred. Apparently, there were many rifts that opened during the war. A common magical tactic was to simply open a rift in the ocean and drag unsuspecting ships and sailors down into the lower planes, or summon a combatant onto its very decks. These minor rifts would flood the nearby area with negative energy, resulting in abyssal trenches in the most literal sense. Creatures exposed to such changes would eventually warp over time, and with the latent magics of the sea, well, the mixing of such powerful magic would disturb the weave to a distressing level. And then I will also send that to you in the Discord.
Thanks, bestie.
So yeah, Lone Guard pulls out yet another piece of Isaac's research, this esoterica that potentially puts in another perspective piece of the puzzle that you have been trying to solve. And I'll say you know a little bit more about this one because you did help him with this information when you spoke to the ghost crew that had been bound to one of the famous heroes from as a member of the Shepherds, and they relayed the story to you. And I will gently remind everyone of the ghost pirate that
Yes!
And that exact story is where this research comes from.
Rifts open during the war. It's common. I'm gonna need to read this over a few times.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
as you all make your way onto, as you are all gathered on the ship, however, you hear the creak of boots and the stomp of worn sea leather as somebody comes up the gangplank and looks out and says, "One captain to another. Permission to board?" Blood Flag looks over, sees Donna Vance, looks back at Renji. "It's your call, mate." I can hear Steph yelling no in the other room.
Renji nods.
"Permission granted. Don't touch my shit." Donna Vance steps aboard, comes closer, quietly but firmly shakes the hand of Blood Flag, turns to you, Renji, and says, Yashin wants to know if we're ready to set sail. Or do you still have business here?
Renji, kind of gestures her to move with him.
Amphitrite's gonna follow, because,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you gonna follow stealthily, or are you gonna follow intimidationally?
Intimidationally, fucking
Okay.
Yeah, like what?
Great. Pip is gonna follow stealthily and hide in this barrel. Peep. Okay.
Wait,
Renji.
wasn't Donna Vance MIA for a while?
She was, because Renji went to go look for her. I'm not sure last session or the session before, and could not find her.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what was up with that? Anyway.
Oh, we might just about to find out.
And NPC's got lives.
NPC's got lives.
So you pull Donna aside, and Donna, knowing you, does not require a persuasion check, but is just kind of sitting there. She crosses her arms and she goes, "All right, sailor, what's up?"
How much do you know?
More than you think, less than I want to.
Fair. Do you want to continue with Yashin?
Yes.
Because Captain Bloodflag over there just brought our ship back. So we do not need to continue with Yashin at this time.
You do, Renji. Actually, you do.
Do I?
Yes.
Why?
Because I
I'm
know
sure
that
Yashin has other business.
she doesn't like grab you, but you see like you recognize this mood. She's getting annoyed that she has to explain orders to you, even though you no longer work under her or for her. And she just goes, Renji, be reasonable. You've given him at least two of the things that he's been looking for a while now.
Yes, and I would personally like to deliver it to Oda myself.
Why? You should be. If you. Renji, if all of our years working together meant anything, you'll listen to me. The safest thing for you to do right now is to act like nothing is wrong, get back on Yashin's ship, and make a break for it once we land at another port or take a boat out in the middle of the night. Because the second he thinks that either of us have betrayed him, he will execute us.
So that's why you've been so tense this whole time.
Renji, I made a number of mistakes. I regret very few things in my life, but throwing in my lot with House Hane is, at this point, among the biggest. Because I thought it would bring me clarity and peace, and instead it has brought me trouble.
Either way, I still need to get back to Yata.
You do.
And not for you, and you know who.
She rolls her eyes. Yes, yes, your beloved twins. Look. She turns and looks out to sea. Renji, I need you to give me an insight check.
Can I assist?
How are you assisting? I'll let him have advantage if you can describe to me how you're assisting.
This is not
I'm
a
just
character
there.
that
Can I
Amphitrite
be?
knows.
Yeah, but like I also don't like her, and I'm looking like anything that I'm hoping that I'm unsettling her enough to let something like slip because I'm
Okay.
looking so menacing and I'm doing it on purpose.
Okay.
Actually, okay. If I may,
You may. You may try.
how about you let her roll an intimidation an intimidation check, and if Donna fails, then I get advantage.
That's actually what I was thinking
Ooh,
of as
nice.
the next step, so that's perfect.
Nice.
All right. So, Steph, I will let you roll an intimidation. I will say that you have advantage on this intimidation because Pip flies to your shoulder and puffs up like an owl.
Yeah. Pip.
We love Pip.
We're the Puffin Pirates.
Oof, that is a flat 10.
Shit.
I think that was more cute than intimidating.
I'm so sorry. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Why the fuck does Donna have a passive 70 deception?
What?
70?
Jesus.
Oh, there was no way I was beating that, even if I got a natural.
No, not 17, 70. 70.
70.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
No.
No, that's what I heard. I heard 70 as
okay.
in.
It's a typo.
Defenda.
It's a typo. She had 131 charisma by accident.
What the shit?
Okay.
I mean, her portrait is pretty hot, but that's not the point.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately that doesn't beat it. She has an 11, a passive 11 deception. So Renji, you're gonna roll his insight flat.
So just short of what we needed.
Just
See,
short.
she's not intimidated because that puffin is really cute.
Exactly. It's like, puffin backfired, mate. Okay. But a 19 does beat it. Renji, there is something that she is not saying that you feel like could be a pretty big piece of the puzzle. And you're trying to put, like, a timeline together in your head. There's, like, bits and pieces flying around. She's hooked up with... Not hooked up with, but she's joined House Hane. She's keeping secrets. She's desperate, but she's joined House Hane. She's desperate. She's known things. She had to have come here for a reason. She joined after you, but it took a while, and it occurs to you that maybe she knew more than she was letting on when she asked you to kill Sirius Bahar.
You know, I never did ask why you asked me to take care of Cirrus, but I feel like it might be relevant now.
I told you he owed me money. Lie. Blatant lie.
Renji just does the side eye at her, like, really?
She sighs and she looks out over the ocean again. She looks toward the opulent blade and she goes, he had information that I could only ask his corpse.
Because you knew he wouldn't tell you the truth if he was alive.
Or he didn't know that he knew it. Cirrus
And whatever all...
It was a shame to kill him.
Yeah. Renji grips the railing really, really hard. You can hear the wood creaking.
Mm-hmm. Do you know?
Yes,
do you know who he was trained by?
No.
Throughout the archipelago, there's a series of houses, and each of these houses produces different things. House Hane produces some of the best trades. Heard that there's another house that sells the best weapons. There's various houses for various things. But if you want a sailor, if you want somebody who can navigate the seas, who's schooled in the arcane arts, or who knows how to sail a ship almost as if they're attached to it, as if their boots are fused to the very decks. And she turns and she looks you dead in the face and she says, you go to Houth Wethby.
So this is just all connected to Yashin's machinations then?
Sirius's corpse was very cooperative when I asked him. And he told me about his wife. His wife. Did I name his wife? Where did his wife go? There it is.
I left you full creative liberties on that one.
No. Yeah, I know. His wife, Nasami. Wonderful woman. So I heard. Very powerful woman. Very magically inclined. One might say a little bit different than a wizard or a sorcerer.
Renji has like a sudden connecting the dots of like the luck. And he looks to her and he goes, "No, really?"
Water genasi have a connection to the ocean, or the streams, or the lakes, or whatever body of water it is that we are born in. The elemental plane of water encompasses a great many things. Nasami was special. Nasami was connected, and she again looks directly at you, and she goes, Nasami was connected to the deep blue sea. I brought that information to House Hane, and I sold myself into service for Yashin, and he commissioned me to find the rest of the witches.
I have to ask, is Oda still alive?
Oda's alive. Who knows for how long? I've never seen anything like it.
What does that mean?
Whatever Yashin had done to him is magic that I have never seen or interacted with before. And he's wasting away.
God damn it, Yashin. God damn it.
Pardon the expression, but your friend has gone off the deep end.
Clearly.
He's unstable. And if he keeps this up, there won't be a House Hane to go back to.
Renji's thinking to himself, like, of all the things he's done over the years and all the suffering either imposed upon him or self-imposed upon himself, and he's thinking to himself, hey, this one good thing that I managed to find in life that I thought I could keep, and it's crumbling underneath him. What do you get out of all this? Or is this even worth it anymore?
Out. I was gonna get out. And you're right. It's not really worth it anymore. But I'm in too deep. I don't think I could get out even if I wanted to. Done a lot of bad shit getting to this point.
And we both have.
Yes, but the difference is you tried. You tried to get out. I never did.
I suppose this was your attempt.
The most I can do now is warn you. Because there's no way that Yashin will... If Yashin knew what I was telling you, we'd both be dead. You would all be dead.
All right, I agree that staying under Yashin's good graces for the time being would attract the least suspicion.
Or you run. Now. As soon as you can.
There's no good option in any of this.
No, there isn't. I'll see you tonight. She steps off and makes her way out to the docks of Blissport. Back over here. Petrus, you're still deep in conversation with Ballywig, but you guys have all like kind of moved over to join the big conversation of all of the magically inclined people over here.
Sounds good.
Galen, make a perception check for me.
Did he happen to hear the word Westby?
Yeah, that too.
Always, but
Holy shit! Did a crit?
I think he did.
Galen, I will ask, or Rich, I'll ask you, was Galen listening in on that conversation or on either conversation?
Wait, they were like right. Oh, they were right there. I guess if I was walking along with this little goblin and just like acting like some kind of porter or crew or spare crewman or something.
Oh, yes, because you're still technically, you're under disguise self. Okay. It's not displaying on the thing, but yes, you're disguise self. Okay. Then yeah, I will say on a 22, you were just, you did the thing in movies where you just mopping one section of the deck so it's like really clean.
Spotless.
Blast Bucket comes up, swap the deck! Smacks you in the shin, runs away.
Oh, right, yes, sir.
Okay. Galen, on a 22, two things from that conversation with Donna stick out to you. Because it wasn't like Donna was trying to be quiet, but everybody else was having a separate conversation up here. Two things stick out to you. Number one, the fact that the identity of another witch is known. So you've got now a couple of them and you know which ones are gone. Number two, Oda Hane has been placed under some sort of wasting disease or wasting curse. And this is the second such instance that you would know about, because it's the same or possibly a similar affliction. If you're connecting your own dots correctly, it's probably the same or a similar affliction if Yashin paid Dreadmaw to do something to get rid of Oda. It's probably the same affliction that is infesting your mother. That Sahissa may have given to her.
Son of a bitch. Excuse me, you're putting a little bit of mud on the deck, sir.
Oh, yeah, sure. Oh. Renji looking at this guy's like, oh, wait, it's you. He doesn't say it, but it's like, he has that visual recognition of like, oh, this is the disguise.
Nondescript man. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure, I'll move. Renji's just kind of leaning on the railing.
Then gives a nudge of the mop and might have to find an apothecary. Very familiar sounding disease. And then I kind of just keep ambling along. Swish, swish, swap, swap, swap.
Incredible. Okay. Is there anything else that anyone is doing aboard this ship? Or any conversations that need to be continued?
No, to my end.
Okay, Steve's good. Sam, anything from you?
Arachne is still analyzing, read as Sam was listening to the other scene, so I wasn't reading.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Okay, then in that case, I think Blood Flag is gonna have you all, have the crew of the Nakjidwi gather round and is going to bring you over to your ship at last. Whee! Slowly drag everyone over. Yellow DT Magical Theater.
Amphitrite gets motion sickness from dragging, and
It's not real. You all walked over. You all got on the deck of this ship. Probably.
Petrus explodes for
Petrus.
unrelated reasons.
Well,
Oh, so he came down with a bad case of explosions.
A bad case of explode in his face. You guys all board the Nocturne. You can see the additions that the goblins have made. There's a bunch of skulls everywhere, impaled on the sides of the ship, and then also
okay, no. One thing.
mm.
Arachne looks at the skulls impaled on the side of the ship. She makes eye contact with Stormtide and just swaps two.
Stormtide's like, yeah,
Like, it's a bit now.
Just swaps two with the skulls. Incredible. Yes, but you're. Let me see. Where's. There it is.
I'm a little disappointed I clicked on the crabs near the opulent blade, and I did not get time for crab.
Yeah, well, that's because they're the wrong crabs. That's just that crab's painted into the scene. I should put down a different crab, but that's different.
They weren't
Anyway.
time crabs, they were set crabs.
Yes, they're set crabs. So you can see that there's now 2 mounted ballistae on the ship. And then you also see Nick Cannon, the undead cannon that you guys have, wheels up to you very slowly, like a big dog. Just goes.
And Reggie looks at Arachne like, "Hey, could it do that before? I don't think it could move itself before."
Oh, blast
It's
bucket.
only really pivot.
Blast bucket picks up. Blast bucket perks up from behind. Blood Flag goes. Oh no, we gave it wheels.
Oh, wait.
Incredible.
So well, I guess it was kind of semi-sentient. I guess it can move now?
Yeah.
Huh.
The stockade that it was on didn't have any wheels, so now it has wheels.
Huh. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Nick Cannon has a movement of 15 feet.
It can maneuver small bits.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Pat Nick Cannon on the skull on the top of the cannon.
Yeah, Nicholas Cannon.
Pivots up and down.
All right. Part of the ship, part of the crew, eh? Huh. Reggie just looks directing. It's been a weird day.
Yeah, it has.
Yes, but she kind of looks to, the assembled dudes. But a good day.
Except for one cat man.
Yeah, that's thing.
So, Blood Flag claps his hands. Stormtide and I have been talking. We can set sail tonight on the tide, if need be. Otherwise, we're stuck here at least until tomorrow night. We will. The Ripple and I will be escorting you at least for a while, knowing just how fucked y'all might be once you leave Blissport Harbor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of which, and
Captain.
he's addressing the Arachne, Petrus, Galen, and Amphitrite. So he wants to kind of huddle them in so that he could properly address the situation.
Group huddle.
Come on.
Your help. Stormtide, get in here. Yeah. Lone Guard, Ballywood, get in here.
Oh shit! Everyone! Oh, everyone!
Everyone, get in here. We're having a talk.
Everyone.
Oh, we're having a talk.
Ed Nicholas
Yeah,
Cannon,
get the cannon in here. Everyone except Blast Bucket, apparently.
Is
No,
Is
I
Last
got
Buck is keeping what? So, as some of you might know, but some of you might not, Yashin is up to no good.
I give
But
Renji the no shit Sherlock look because I've known for years.
You suspected for years,
Uh-huh.
but yes.
Mhm.
And Donovan just confirmed our suspicions beyond, well, we already kind of knew, but she basically says that if we try to make a break for it, Yashin will basically open fire and try to kill us. And the problem is that based on the current situation, he has Otahane basically out of order for the time being, and he is basically the impromptu head of house, and he has full control of House Hane, because if Otahane is too sick to be able to do anything with his house, Yashin has basically full control of this house and all his assets, and that is a big problem.
Lone Guard looks at you. Sorry, who are you?
Oh, sorry.
My apologies. Lone Guard, Ballywick. This is, and she points to everyone, like Petrus. Yeah, Petrus Webb, Amphitrite Barbell, Galen Wethby, and Captain Renji Akuma. And Nicholas
Captain
Cannon.
Renji, oh, yes, and Nicholas Cannon.
They don't blink at Nick Cannon because, again, High Rock, Undead, yada yada.
Yeah.
They're just like...
Mm-hmm.
He looks more like a Henry, I think, but that's fine.
Lone Guard points, is like, look, I don't like being at sea at the best of times. We've been sailing with a pirate, and Bloodflag goes, yeah, for like the past
Yeah, you have.
week. I don't, make no offense. With how complicated this plot already seems, how do we know that? Especially because you're wearing the same colors as that woman that you just spoke to. How do we know that this isn't some intricate plot to kill us and steal all of our money and our research, right? We don't know, right? Magic has already come into play. Anyone could be anything. Any of us could be under some sort of charm or enchantment. It's difficult to say.
Understand your hesitance.
We have to nail down priorities here. What the problems are, how do we tackle them, how do we get through this?
Okay, my problem is you're a pirate. Again. And I have already sailed with a pirate. And Bloodflag goes, yeah!
Technically, I am I'm a captain working for House Hane, and the pirate is just a moniker. But that's not the point.
You say I'm a pirate working for a House Hane, and Bloodflag...
No, I'm a captain. I'm a captain. I said captain.
Yeah, you said captain, and then you're like, pirate is just a technicality. And Bloodflag and Blastbuck go, whoa, 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 whoa. You're a privateer, mate. Let's not get crazy, okay?
A privateer.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Exactly.
Privateer would be the more accurate term.
No, that's yeah. Like we have a reputation to uphold. We want to make sure that there's a clear division in you. We don't want you cutting in on pirate Confederacy union jobs. You know what I mean?
No, and of course I don't want to be stepping on anyone's toes. Of course.
Okay. Like if you don't pay dues to the Confederacy, you don't really get to call yourself a pirate. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, off topic. Anyway, my priority at this point in time is I have to get back to Yasa, and I have to stop whatever Yashin's doing and make sure Oda is okay. Because this is not acceptable by any measure, and there are some people back home that I need to make sure are safe, because as far as I know, they're not safe at all where they currently are.
I'll say, in addition to that, Amphitrite, did you share the contents of Clementine's reply to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Then I think if you want to just take a moment to remind everyone that what Clementine said was essentially, not even essentially, was what was said, uh, under no circumstances
Are we to go to
are you to
Skull
land on Skull
Island?
Island.
Yeah. Um, I tried to ask, like, for more info, but she has yet to respond.
Correct.
But yeah, I don't know why. But she said that she and the witch are fine, which, I mean, how she could promise that, I don't know. Um, I I don't know what you guys want to make of that. If you guys still want to go, and hell be damned.
Well, I mean, it's on the way back to Yasa.
I mean, it
We
is.
could
But
make a stop.
do we heed Clementine's warning, or do we damn it all and just go, uh, regardless if Clementine approves or not?
I say that if we can spare the time, and as long as we're not necessarily running for our lives at the time, we can make the stop and check in and see if everything's okay.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I'll remind everyone that right now, based on the information that you have, Renji has just learned that the Witch of the Deep Blue Sea is dead. You know
Was that
that.
communicated to us?
No, it's not yet. Not
No.
yet. That's
Well,
what I was about to get there.
Right, I was gonna say Renji knows that information. Sorry, I'll let the scene play out.
Gotta give me a roll.
Let the scene scene.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you good.
Also, according to Donna Vance, that somebody in my past was married to one of the witches we seek. And based on implications, she is dead.
Oh.
And I don't know how this power cycle works, if it's passed down or if it's lost forever. We just don't know enough about how this system works, but we need to learn more about that.
Well, Renji.
But this also makes me more concerned for the people I was originally concerned for back in Yatha. I am now even more concerned.
Renji, I'm gonna ask you a question. How much do you know of the twins' backstory? Like, I know how much Joe knows, but how much do you think Renji would know? Does Renji know? Yeah.
No. Like, go ahead, ask your question.
Does Renji know how their mother died? Does Renji know how the twins' mother died? Did they ever tell him that?
I would say that he knows a little bit, like her name, and he was given some stories, but he's unsure of how truthful they were coming from the twins. They do trust each other, but he was uncertain to how much their story was accurate, and but he does have a little inkling of what happened, but not the full story.
Then I think, Renji, what you... Renji, I think based on your conversation with Donna Vance, you get hit by a bolt of inspiration, knowing now, one, that Nasami was a witch, was one of the witches of the Luck of the Sea. And I think you know that the story of how the Bahar's mother died many years ago was that she was taken ill due to some sort of sickness or disease.
Renji's like thinking to himself, and it's like Renji looks directly at Galen, and he has this moment of understanding of like, fucking Dreadmaw, this fucking guy and his fucking crew, and he just has this understanding of like Galen's path of vengeance. I suspect that she died of whatever is currently ailing Otahane of House Hane. And I believe it has something to do directly with Dreadmaw's involvement. Have any of you heard of anything like that? Some kind of withering, cursed disease?
I mean, quite frankly, you're going to have to narrow it down. I think to know the exact symptoms, other examples of physical ailments.
Arachne takes out her notes. Aberrational corruption, perhaps?
Sorry, aberrational corruption.
Mm. She takes out her notes, specifically the note from Isaac's research regarding rifts found in the sunken dwarven ship. There are multiple signs that something either reopened or is attempting to reopen the rift. For example, the undead corruption, high concentration outside of High Rock is worrying as indicated, especially as many of them claim no knowledge of a method of revivication or necromancy, and methods that are displayed are varied and haphazard. Second, the aberrational corruptions, not only undead but deep-dwelling monsters, more and more frequent. Something is rising, disturbance caused by rift, and several mentioned of myths and legends and specialized king rift responsible for crowning the king. We already know about the luck part. That's not news.
As you're reading that passage, Arachne, Lone Guard looks at you and goes, if it was some sort of mutation or corruption, we would have known about it for a long time. It's more likely that this is a deliberate disease or curse that has been inflicted on an individual specifically, and he points to Galen. That, for example, what your friend is undergoing here is not an exact methodology of the...
Wait. Clarify. Is Galen still under the disguise?
Oh, shit, you're right. I keep forgetting Galen's
Yeah,
under disguise.
yeah, Sorry.
Nope, thank you for catching me. You maintained your inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. I have to ask, what is I forget, what is Galen's disguised pseudonym?
Blood. William Blood.
William. He looks William Budd, right?
Oh,
yeah, Billy Budd, sailor.
Okay, so he looks. Renji looks to William's like, William, you know a little bit about Dreadmaw. Didn't he have some kind of weather witch in his crew?
Yes, if you recall, she was present at the conclave.
Right. Was she a Gorgon? I forget.
No, I think we've got at least 2 or 3 snake type races.
She's a Naga.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, right. I just remember she was serpentine-like. Couldn't remember if it was Gorgon or Naga. But, like, okay, William, how strong is she, do you know?
Oh, she has to be. From what little I remember, she was fairly confident in what she was doing. So she had to have spent a good amount of research and practice to do her attempted ritual, and of
Could
course
she
she's.
pull off a curse that... Could she pull off a withering, disease-like curse that nobody could cure?
Rich, if I may.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know that that's something that she can pull off, because that is what she did to your mother when you were but a boy.
Correct.
Okay.
I would say that perhaps Dreadmaul's game has been going on much longer than I had thought. With what you've described, is now drawing attention to a condition that had happened to my own mother at one point.
Renchi looks at Galen and it's just like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you.
No, just I think this is good. It brings quite a lot of things to bear of what we are dealing with. Someone who's been planning for much longer than I had suspected. Because it weakened my mother's and kind of like rolls his hands in the air, connection. Enough that my training had to be ramped up.
Which, again, you look like a completely normal guy, so at this point, Lone Guard goes, sorry, why are we talking to the Swabby? Like, no offense, but...
Oh, none at all. And then I give like a bow, and as I bow, I release the illusion.
As you bow, salt water pours off of you, the stench of a water lack of sea life. The Strix materializes.
I've been holding that in all day. It's awful.
Like, so you transform and immediately Ballywig is like, oh, fascinating.
Oh, sure, you don't like your own personal space intruded on, but you like to get up in other people's business.
When other people present with a satisfactory or interesting enough design, then I am intrigued. Go away. And he's like examining you and like picking up your hair and like looking at the coral piece. He's like, so would you say that this is and it's like Lone Guard literally picks him up and is like, all right, Valley. No, I must observe.
Certainly observe with consent. There's a reason I asked if you were hugging today.
Renji looks to Wethby and he goes like, do you want me to introduce you or do you want to do it?
Oh. Nothing much to it. Galen Wethby at both of your gentle sirs' service.
I'm going to roll a history check for at least one of them.
Come on, the nerds.
Yes, but they're not nerds from here. You know what I mean?
Mean what? So I'm going to say, does Stormtide give them advantage? Because he is from here, and he's like,
are they
no,
doing a group huddle?
I was telling you about this on the way.
On the way here. Okay, so
yeah.
I'll say Lone Guard has advantage.
Yeah.
That's a dirty.
There we go.
All right. On a dirty 20, Lone Guard like lets out a about to introduce some weird esoteric dwarf lore. Dwarf whistles sound like that weird double tone whistle that's like really deep, like.
Yep.
So it's like a high pitch, like, but it's like. He goes,
Sounds like Tuvin throat singing.
Yeah, Tibet, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, and he starts like nodding, and Ballywig is like blinking and looking around confused, and he like leans over and whispers in his ears like, "Ah, yes, the massacre, of course."
Yes.
Yes, apologies. Do continue, friend.
Oh no, it's just yeah. Of course, it doesn't sound like you've been given too much information, but if we learn more and it deals with, general wasting of the body and the mind, periods of lucidity and madness coinciding together.
And that Petrus furrows his brow. Interesting.
Yes, an attack of the body and the soul.
Do you happen to have descriptions of the physical afflictions?
I would say, as Renji said, like a wasting or withering, sort of loss of weight, musculature, the stress done to the body, the hair and facial features, perhaps there was signs of, I would say rapid aging, but, the stress of the body, gray hair, increased wrinkles, etc.
Would it also affect the mind?
Yes.
That's
She
why
would have
she's
bouts
been able to take control.
Yes, she would have bouts of being present, and then moments of being elsewhere.
Duly noted.
But I was sailing with my crew, and my younger siblings were all taking care of her, as were the nearby categories that were also nearby.
As you say the categories, Blood Flag like nods solemnly. He's like, "Hi, the caddies. Very good, very good. Yes, yes, yes."
Renji chimes in. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just about to say that I had no further questions right now.
Oh. So Renji chimes in. It's like, clearly, what was her name? The weather witch for Dreadmaw, was it Sahissa?
Sahissa.
Like, I'm actually just asking Galen. It's like, because both myself and Renji are like, her name was Sahissa, right?
I mean, I wrote that shit down. I remember.
I know. I'm
correct.
role playing Renji, trying to recollect his memory. If I'm putting the pieces together correctly here, it seems Dreadmaw and Sahissa have been at this for quite a long time, and is affecting way more people than any of us thought.
Dude.
And I'll be damned if I'll let this happen to Otahane, because he is a good man, and I refuse to let somebody else, such as an upstart young son of his, to tear this down. So if you would, Mr. Westby, would you accompany me to Yatha and save Otahane? And if this all works out, you will essentially have the backing of House Hane against Dreadmaw.
Oh, it wouldn't do to not make the attempt to. As far as I know, I was not able to help my mother, and be it that I am not sure of her current status as the rest of my family, it would probably do that if I can help someone else. That'd be almost the same.
Because we need more allies now, and if we can manage to save Otahane from this and get House Hane on our side properly, we might actually be able to give Dreadmaw a run for his money.
Indeed.
Agreed.
I know I have
Well,
less
that
of a
leaves us.
personal... Mhm.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say that I know I have less of a personal stake in this than all of you, but I don't think I. Well, no, I can't leave all of you at this alone. I think I have too many. You have my aid, is what I'm trying to say.
Renji
And
looks to
my
Arachne as
crew.
well. Yes, thank you, Captain Bloodflag. Wah!
Wah!
Ah,
No. Wah.
Renji.
It's a W.
Back to the throat. Back to the throat, dear.
No, yeah, Renji looks at Petrus. It's an orc thing.
ah.
Grumgash storms out, looks at you. I beg your fucking pardon.
What, you don't wah?
No, I don't. Wah. What does that even mean?
Oh,
Oh, it must be an orc pirate thing then.
no, it's an Orinthian, orcish thing. Actually, beg your pardon, Bloodflag, are you Orinthian?
Hmm? Oh, I have cousins out there.
No, it's a the wa refers specifically to a hold on.
Was it associated with that camp of orcs that were up against the government back in the day?
Yes.
Yes, I can't remember the region specifically, but yes, it had to do with the unionization of the Orcish and Goblin forces in the west of Orithan.
Shit, I don't
remember
my
hearing
own
something
world.
about that.
I don't remember my own world building. What was the name of that organization? That's really funny.
It was
It had an
GWAR.
acronym.
It was GWAR.
It was GWAR.
It was
Yeah,
Guar,
right.
Guar.
And this is why I am the lawkeeper.
You know,
This
you
is why
know what?
I'm the finalism.
So the version we have is the bastardized version that made it the archipelago. The original war cry was Gwa!
Correct.
World building is stupid.
Anyway. So
Listen,
Renji looks to
I wrote-
Arachne. It's like,
I'm like, I spoke with God. I spoke with Tuskor Bigfoot. All right, I know this stuff.
No, I know. It's just really funny. Anyway.
Renji looks to Arachne. It's like, are you with us?
I'm like, they already blooded in, blooded out. I'm with you.
Nick Cannon puts
why
his
is this
cannon
even
into
a
the middle.
question?
Oh, and
Yeah.
she's doing a little the hand thing.
Nick Cannon does
Go
a hand
team.
thing with the barrel of his gun. With the barrel of his cannon.
Reggie pats Nick Cannon. Thank you,
Vanguard,
Nicholas.
Ballywig. What I know is that Glimmer has allied himself with Captain Dreadmaw. To what extent, I don't know if he calls Avery his good friend. There was a glimmer of purple, and something just dawns on Arachne as she began to describe what she saw in the brig. There was a flicker of purple, like a violet magic in his eye when I asked him if he was okay. Her blood just runs cold, and she looks at Webb. She'll...
Yes.
And she looks kind of at everyone. Yeah, there is. It's Yethries, isn't it? Or Yetherian. What I don't know what the proper conjugation of it is.
Yethirin, I
Father
believe.
Ewan.
Or
Him.
the
That
person
one.
who was on the boat with you, the one you mentioned.
Yes, Glimmer.
Was he scarred in any way?
Not visibly. He's a halfling. It's hard to tell, and he was cloaked. But when I asked him if he was okay, a flicker of purple in his eyes. It was definitely magical in origin.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are we starting to make the assumption now that Dreadmaw and everyone he's associated with are some Ythiran death cult?
It's a path to power. I wouldn't say
it
that
is,
they're
it
like
is a quick path to power, certainly.
indeed.
It's a shortcut.
Dreadmaw seems the type who would take any shortcut to get power.
And anyway, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. If Glimmer is working with Dreadmaw, that means Glimmer and Dreadmaw's fleet has access to your research, as well as Stormtide's, as well as Isaac's. And this, per your own words, is a much bigger problem. I can't tell you what to do. I don't want you to do anything you're uncomfortable with, but I want you to be safe. And I'm sure that if they are also heading towards Yatha per Glimmer's map, yes, oh yes, Arachne, turns to Renji, the map.
Oh, right, the map.
And
they were making many stops, and their final destination was Yatha, wasn't it?
Correct. And if Draxus is in Yatha, then Draxus is in danger. We're trying to save as many people as we can here. We need to get to Yatha. Skull Island is on the way. I can't tell you guys what to do. But she gestures to Renji, I trust this man. If my word is not enough, I understand.
I originally assumed the role of captain in order to prevent a disaster at the pirates meeting. But I am now formally asking all of you, do you want me to be the captain of this crew and try to lead us to Yatha and potentially avert disaster for the entire archipelago?
Works for me.
I'm in.
Aye, aye, as they say now.
Mr. Westby?
Well, to steal a line from the good captain here, what is it that they say? Well, let's sail me hearties, yo-ho.
Amphitrite also says yes, without any hesitation. Steps away from the mic for a moment. And then Renji's hat says, yo-ho, yo-ho!
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mimsy.
Sorry, did that guy's hat just talk? What?
Mimsy talks now?
Oh yeah, he pulls off Mimsy, and then he does a little flick with the hat, and Mimsy flips right back to map form. And oh yeah, I taught Mimsy how to become a hat, and ever since I did, it's Mimsy can talk now.
Lovely little shapeshifter. Good for you, Mim.
And so he does a little flick, and Mimsy kind of switches back into hat mode, and Renji puts Mimsy back on.
You put Mimsy back on, and Pip flies over and lands on your shoulder, so that you look a proper privateer with a puffin parrot and a captain's hat on your head.
All right. Then the first order of business is the plan to get out of here and get to Yatha as quickly and safely as possible.
If I may interject. Lone Guard, Ballywig, I understand if you don't want to go any further. What do you want to do?
They look at each other. They look back at you. Lone Guard steps forward. Isaac was one of our best friends. He was a good man, a decent man. And he believed that knowledge was something to be disseminated. I think he really rubbed that off on Saren. And if someone is using Isaac's research to cause harm, then they're using his hard work as a shortcut to causing other people pain, and that's something that I personally will not stand for, and I don't think Zib will either. And Zib shakes his head. He's like, no, of course not. We're coming with you, Arachne. I don't know how good we'll be at sea, but we're here if you need us.
I'm grateful to have you. Thank you.
Bloodflag slaps you on the back, Arachne, and it's just like...
Wait. Make that strength check for me.
Yeah.
I want to see if it knocks me clean over, because I'm a nerd.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We say...
We need to roll more dice.
I hope it's a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 11.
11.
He rolled a 2. He gets a +9.
Like,
it hurts,
like,
but it doesn't knock you over.
Yeah, claps her on the back. You're just like, yes, sir.
It seems Bloodflag is starting to learn the limit, the extent of their strength, and holding back a little.
I'll sail with y'all to the ends of the earth if I had to. But it says Captain Renji, and he winks. Says here now. We've got to have a plan, right? If Yashin is trying to keep everything tight aboard his vessel, we got to get them's two who's still on board off, and we got to get out. And we should make do as soon as we can, because otherwise we're going to miss the tide.
And I still have a meeting with Riptail tonight.
Nice. Cutting a lot of things close. So, maybe
follow-up
it'd be best
question.
to... Yeah.
Do we want to suggest to him sailing as a fleet?
I was about to suggest that we could... Yeah, no, I was actually going to suggest something very similar. I was going to say, hey, look, Yashin, we have our ship back. Let's both sail our ships together to Yatha, because towing a ship is really not... It's not good for it's not good for the ship that's towing, and it's not good for the ship that's towed.
Agreed. And if we continue together, then again, makes him think that we're all still on the same page, still on his side.
And we're all heading back to Yatha anyway, so...
And we're all heading back to Yatha anyway. Absolutely.
It should work, in theory.
Alright. Then we'll see you... I'll be aboard the Ripper, and I'll meet you on the tide. He winks, and him and Blast Bucket walk off.
Renji turns to Galen. But you, first mate, Wethby, I think you and I need... If you're up for it, you and I need to have a conversation with Riptail tonight and tell him that we were going to reject his offer for our own purposes, but courteously, if you can manage that. You don't have to participate if you don't want to.
Oh, I think I can manage.
I just thought you'd like the opportunity to tell no to Riptail's face.
Oh, I could say a lot of things to his face.
Are we planning to string him along?
That was my plan, was that we're going to reject his offer, but courteously, because we have our own plan, and we're not going to reject his offer of help and assistance with the mutiny and murder of Dreadmont outright, but we're going to say that now is not the right time.
Say we will rendezvous at a later date.
Potentially in Yatha, if everything pans out.
If we're all going to Yatha, then we're all going to Yatha.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. If it is okay with people, we'll run that last scene, which won't take long, which will be Renji, because we start a little bit late tonight. If we go a little bit over, that's okay. So we'll run... do we want to try to run Petrus, Amphitrite, and Arachne getting Mel and Jay off the blade, and then we'll cut to Renji and Galen at the church talking to Riptail.
Honestly, I would like to be part of the Riptail scene.
Oh, so you also want to go? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then
Everyone...
Mr. Westby, do you want to participate in the Riptail conversation, or would you like to go get Mel and Jay off the ship and onto this one?
Oh,
Because we certainly can't leave them on the opulent blade.
Very true. Damn.
You either get to say no to one of your rivals, or you go save your your intricate characters that are tied to your backstory.
Shit.
We can always kill him another day.
Oh, of course. That's always been the plan.
Yeah. We got to build that up, right?
I suppose as a captain, I will make the order. Westby, go get Mel and Jay off the ship. They're closely connected to you, and they know how to work with you, and you know how to work with them. Get them off the ship, and I'll go deal with Riptail.
Okay.
Can I come with you?
Oh, you want to come with me?
Yeah.
All
right.
I'll aid with getting our crew back on our ship. If needed.
All right. So, all right, Webb, you help Galen get Mel and Jay off, and Arachne and Amphitrite, you come with me to the meeting tonight.
Aye, aye.
I noted.
We've got muscle on both sides, both arcane and, well, physical.
Okay. So we will move to Galen and Webb. I almost said Webb and Wethby, and I was like, that's too confusing.
Webb and Wethby! Webb and Wethby!
Web of the bee.
Webb of the bee.
Webby.
I was just going to say Webby.
Blessed be the web.
Wethid be the Webbeth. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
Webby.
Webbethy.
Webbethy. I love that.
Webbethy Jr., you get here right. You come over here right now.
You
Correct.
get your ass over here right now.
Webbethy, you're grounded.
No, I don't want to be grounded.
You are ocean.
Like to fly, so.
Wasn't the whole point of the door had that little like transporter thing?
Yeah, I forgot about it.
This is that scene from Into Darkness from Star Trek, where it's Scotty just running down.
Okay, Amphitrite's there. Arachne, you're also here, right?
I am also here.
Okay.
Thanks for the teleport.
You're welcome. Okay. Let me... I don't know if this works. Let me... hide the camera. There we go.
The way this scene looks up, and the way we're kind of surrounding Riptail, it looks like he's gonna go. So it's mutiny then.
Well, so Riptail is standing there as you all approach, and he turns and he looks at you, and I will say it is.
Do we have time, or do we end it there right before the conversation?
No, we have time. We have time.
Okay.
So you guys all enter, and it's getting a little bit darker. Riptail is sitting at the altar. It looks like he kind of hasn't moved. Even though he definitely has. His legs like drag on the floor as he turns and he says, right choice, but I don't see a Wethby with you.
About that, we agree that we should help each other take down Dreadmaw. But I disagree in the manner of which we help each other immediately.
Need you all to make charisma saving throws, please.
Oh, what
Oh,
the
boy.
shit?
Charisma?
Okay.
Fuck you.
Oof. Mm.
Zone of Truth, though.
Zone
You
of
know
truth.
what? I'm going to inspiration that
Ooh, okay.
because dang it. So save.
Yes. 20 succeeds.
That's what I'm talking about it.
You know what? Fuck, I'll use my inspiration too.
Do I have inspiration?
Why does Joe have inspiration?
You gave it to me for one of the jokes we did like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay, fine. Yes, Steph, I'll give you, Pip gives you the help action so you can re-roll it.
How do I do this without having to go through? Whatever. I'll
16
go.
succeeds.
Yes, nice.
Watch me get lower. Watch me get lower.
You rolling that one.
No, Riptail rolled a nat one.
Eh.
Oh, what the?
Wait, what was the
Are
nat
we doing?
one
Is
for?
it saving throw or ability check?
It's
Remind
saving
me.
throw. It's saving throw.
All right.
So
And what
Riptail
was-
rolled a nat one in his own spell?
That's a 9. That's still a fail.
Oh Lord.
Does Riptail have anything that...
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's not a very charismatic rat.
Oh wait a minute. He's not the one who cast this. No, he totally is. Okay,
No, he
sorry.
is. He is.
I see you in the background. Like, wait, did you cast that, bro?
You motherfucker. No.
You
Okay.
motherfucker.
No,
Love
you
it.
cast it. You all end up resisting the effects.
Except for me.
Except for Amphitrite, but that's fine.
Amp knows to stand there and look scary.
So the zone goes down. He's obviously not affected by his own zone of truth because that's not how the spell works. But you do see him cast the spell, and the way that he does it is it's almost like he's injecting an EpiPen. He's standing there and he's kind of leaning on on his cutlass looking at you, and he slams his fist into his metal leg. It clangs, and as the reverberation moves out from him, there's this weird purple energy that starts to settle on the floor and move up and down in audio waves. Like you're all standing in almost a pool of purple water, but it's just sound waves. And then he looks around and he goes, "Damn it," because he knows immediately that it didn't work.
Reggie just folds his arm and looks at Riptail's like, "Come on."
That's no way to begin a healthy conversation.
Can't blame a rat for trying.
Shall we proceed then?
Well, I suppose you're about to tell me that you won't be taking my offer, and that you'll be sailing off without me.
That is correct. However, we want to meet up with you in Yatha. Specifically Unai.
What we're saying is we believe the information that you gave us was accurate. However, after a threat assessment of turning on the
Yashin.
representative of House, yes, I was going to listen. I'm trying to protect sources. It's a thing I do. Rather than turn on Yashin immediately and have another group pursuing us, we've elected to play it safe for now until we make landfall in Yatha, and then we would like to rendezvous with you.
Riptail looks at his gross rat claw fingernails and he goes, "That's certainly interesting. It's a good thing that I never assumed that you were going to go along with me. It's just bad luck that you didn't bring Galen with you." And he New York taxi cab whistles, and out of their hiding spots is just a crew of rat folk. Just I can't whistle right now. I don't know why, but he does the fingers in lips whistle, and all of the rat folk jump out. and we are going to cut back to this part. Steve,
What the?
There's your whistle.
there's my whistle. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. Galen and Petrus, you guys make your way aboard the opulent blade. And you eventually make your way down into the hold. And you grab Jay and Melusine.
And a barrel.
Jay and a barrel. How much of the situation, Galen, do you explain to your friends? Rich, are you dead?
No.
Oh, he might be dead.
Oh no,
No.
not again.
This happens every once in a while. Galen
Dang.
disconnects from reality.
Rich.exe has stopped working.
All right. So who's now taking over?
So what I'll say is this, since Steve is still here, Galen quickly explains everything to his friends, and then as you guys make your way above deck, and you're starting to leave, you like Petrus. Well, your mage hands hold a lot more weight, right?
They can.
Yeah. So what I'll say is you have your hands free, but the mage hands have Melusine's barrel because she's not actually that heavy. So you guys
Mhm.
can just float along out there.
Perfect.
But as you are about to step off of the deck of the ship and back onto the pier, Yashin steps in front of you, kind of in that pose that he's already in, with his sword over his shoulder, and he goes, "My friends, now where do you think you're going?" And that is where we will end our session for this evening.
Fuck damn it.
Cliffhanger on both sides.
You motherfucker.
Two
You.
very interesting escape scenarios.
Ugh.
Oh no, Rich is dead.
No.
Oh no!
All right, we are gonna go ahead. We're gonna take our 5-minute break, 6-minute break. And
Rich
then we will
finally
be
gave up
back.
the ghost.
Oh, I hope he comes back. That's gonna be really sad.
God. Ugh. So he's their foster.
Okay, are we all back?
Not really. It's more complicated than that.
Okay.
Steph never left, so I think we're all here.
Yeah, I'm just here perpetually.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead with our RPTAs. We're gonna start. Oh, we're gonna start this evening with Joe. Fitting.
Hit it, Joe!
And stop. Perfect.
Holy shit, Skanga's been watching that video so much.
I can't blame him.
Yes, I can. I live with
It is
him.
quite impressive.
Well, you can. I said I can't, because we suffer from similar fates of whimsy.
Anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Anyway.
That was perfect. You get your inspiration back.
Yeah. All I have to do is have that on my soundboard. I'm good to
No,
go.
I'm only doing it once. Anyway, it's your turn.
Anyway, Rose, this was a really good RP session. No combat, but honestly, I did not miss it at all because of just how good the RP and exposition and like convening of everybody to figure out a plan and collect information and transfer information to everybody to get everyone on the same page, getting our shit back, meeting Blood Flag again. Now we have more NPC crew thanks to Arachne's connections. And the inevitable and not entirely surprising ambushes.
Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal.
It was my turn on the brain cell. I was gonna put it in chat, you dick.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Anyway, so my rose of this situation is like, okay, how do we get out of this? We got to get to Yatha. Can we save Odahane? I hope so, because I would love to do that, because Renji has a lot of respect for Odahane as a person, and to see his own son try to betray him and kill him and take over the family really gets under his skin. So, Thorn, actually, I can't actually think of any major Thorn. Because, like, heck, Foundry actually seemed to behave itself today mostly, even compared to how it usually is. So, how about that? Like, Eric's hand of God moving us places seemed to work properly. No walls. Foundry didn't seem to, crap the bed and have a hard restart or anything like that. So yeah, no Thorn. And my appreciation is for Steve as Petrus Webb. And I have to say, your flashbacks give so much intrigue of what's going on with you and your character and your backstory and High Rock. And I'm just like every time you get one of your flashbacks, I'm like, keep going. Yes, good, yes.
Lord.
And I'm so excited to see how it ties into the greater narrative of everything. I'm starting to see it. It's there.
I truly need us to figure out how to do an actual collaborative conspiracy board, because I need to see what your guys' ends up looking like.
But yeah, it's every time we get one of your flashbacks,
You
and
just
we're
get more
flashback to High Rock.
pissed at me.
But yeah, no.
Anyway, yeah, I really like your flashbacks to High Rock and your backstory and everything going on there, and your portrayal of your character. And this gives you a chance to be more of your character in those moments with those characters that you've created for your backstory. Love to see it. That's me.
Cool. I'm gonna start with my my rose. Absolutely is gonna be the same thing, like you said, with the flashbacks. I enjoy going through them just as much as like you enjoy seeing them, Joe. But like, it is fun to give, because I play Petrus pretty close to my chest, and the flashbacks are a great narrative way to like show where he's coming from. Because I will absolutely admit he's not really any of the most open, and of all the people here, he seems to have the least reason to be in the Southern Archipelago. But having the flashbacks is a great fun way to kind of give to you all, the players, my friends, more insight on that front. But I'm looking forward to next one because it seems like it's going to be combat for both with our split party. Um, and yeah, even though this was a great RP session, it feels like next session is going to be a great mix between RP and combat and the overlap between the two. Thorn, I'm with you, Joe. Again, I can't really think of one. The closest thing that I can think of Foundry messing up is where's Steve? Where's Petrus? Oh, Trey's on top of him. Um, yeah, no, I can't really think of any discernible Thorn for me either. And my play appreciation is for Sam and Arachne.
Yo.
A uh, what was I going to say? The talking about like the conspiracy stuff, the leap of putting things together that Glimmer might be like dabbling into theory and magic. Like whether or not that's true, that's such a great leap for Arachne to make. And I guess we're going to see whether if that theory holds any fruit in the coming sessions. But A plus conspiracy theorying, A plus planning. It's great seeing Arachne's gears turning and implementing that into action. And that's me.
Yeah, thank you. It's definitely right because I said it is. Uh, but also because Sam knows more of Arachne's plot than Arachne does, and there are times when I get hit with things to be like, oh, she's gonna notice this eventually. So yeah, it's kick ass. So yeah, again, really good role play session. I love the continued growth of the dudes as their own weird entity. um I just like seeing them, these, vague concepts brought into life, and, that they're all like teaming up to, right the wrongs of one of their fellow dudes, in the name of their other dude who is dead now. It's just really good fun, and I'm looking forward to like little roleplay scenes with them, because you figure like we're at that age where we have these old friends who we haven't seen in years, and you catch up with them and to just finding out how their lives went. It's interesting, and I'm just looking forward to some of that role play. But that's not my actual bud, but I will look forward to that. So yeah. But that's my rose. I'm really excited about that to continue. And again, just great session overall. I love a good role play session. Uh Man, like I my thorn is that, oh man, I need to wait a whole week to play again. That's butts. I don't like to wait. I really wish that we could like go a little bit later tonight, but I know that we can't because we are adults with jobs, and that's stupid. Uh my my bud actually is an out of character, but here I'm looking forward to, coming down to see, you know, to see Eric and stuff in person, even if it's only to drop off some things for Baby Bat. So I'm looking forward to that this weekend. Uh, yeah, and my appreciation is for Rich and Galen, and I am like elated to have gotten more information about Galen's, backstory and family, like outside of the massacre, because it almost like never occurred to me that there were, you know, lefties and categories that did not get caught up in that shit. And it's interesting to see what all else has happened in the history of this character and that greater tie, other than the big one that we've known about, into the plot that we are unraveling. Also, I really like what you had me want me to tell Riptail. I'm gonna hold on to that. It's good shit. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Are you fucking colluding behind my back?
No, we're colluding in front of your face. Go look at in-game text RP.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
Yeah, I'm colluding
All
in
right,
front of your face.
Okay, good.
out in the open, above board. All right. Rose, I would just say is like this. I would say probably this session has been like the most rapid forward progression. I would say of like multiple plot threads, like kind of like colliding together, and like kind of like I would say this episode probably looking back later in the future will probably be like one of the major like aha or like thread connection points. So it's just interesting to see a lot of that coming together. Uh, especially like closer tie-in for like Galen and Renji of like their different like plot lines like starting to crash together more. The Bud is pretty much we did like a little RP, so more than likely, as other people have said, like next session will probably be a little bit more split combat, depending on how Petrus and myself try and wheedle our way off of the ship. Maybe maybe we can bullshit dough our way off, or maybe we'll have to fight off a little bit. So that should be interesting. Thorn, I think the only thing I had was just like the scene transition, something about Foundry or well, no, I guess it was more like Discord. Just didn't like that, so I had to like shut it down and restart it. So that was interesting, but that was just only a little bit about that. And we went on break, so didn't really miss out on too much. And then my appreciation is for Steph and Amphitrite. Renji's ever-present shadow. It's just nice to see that wherever Renji goes, Amphitrite will follow, either very closely and looming, or looming off in the distance, and always trying to watch out for him. So it's just like that very strong friendship, or like adopted brother sister kind of a thing going on, like just keeping that tie strong, and also the fact of like constantly trying to find ways to like help Renji, like mechanically in any way of like trying to do advantage, or just being there to look out and watch his back and everything. So just that constant like character growth through RP, and also like mechanic game wise and everything is just like really good to see. And that's me.
Thank you. The only person who could mess with my tiny big brother is me. So Rose, I enjoyed the session. I did a lot of like just listening because I'm so tired. I feel like it's going to be like that for a bit. Just how it is. But I did enjoy like there's stuff coming out, and it's getting real. It's getting real. And we're gonna have combat next session. It's gonna be a split combat, so fuck, we split the party. My other rose is the fact that like I keep having thoughts and asking Skanga questions, and it keeps being like plot relevant stuff. So I Steph know things I'm not supposed to, just because thoughts pop up into my head or in my dreams, which is
Like
fine.
I kid you not, she came to me and asked a question, and I was like, "How did you know that?" And she goes, "I had a dream about it." And I was like, "That's insane."
Yeah.
I'm going to attribute this to Baby Bat.
Baby Bat is psychic.
Temporarily giving you these little buffs.
I mean, I have not played a game without Baby Bat being a part of me. It's going to be interesting when that is no longer the case.
Baby Bat was taking notes.
Yeah.
Unlike me, who forgets, even though I have a notebook to take notes, I have not. I've taken nary a note. Bud, I'm looking
that a
forward
child?
to hopefully surviving this split combat. I don't know. We split the party yet before?
I think this is the most egregious time.
The biggest
Um,
distance, yeah.
this is the biggest distance, but I'll also say that this is another you don't have to kill anyone. These aren't going to be you have to kill people combats.
Yeah, the objective is to leave.
These are combats specifically set up so that I can have Joe say a specific thing.
Oh, okay. All
In the name
right.
of the
Wait,
dudes,
hold
I'll
on. I'm
punish
not.
you.
I think. Wait, what thing?
You know what thing? I told you today. I was like, I texted you. I was like, I figured it out.
Oh, that thing. Right. Yes, that thing.
No, hit it.
Yeah.
My name is
No,
Renji
no, no.
Okuma. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
No, I know.
It's-
I know exactly what he's talking about. It's like, yes, that thing. But that's for next week.
Oh man.
I guess it
Yeah.
would be Arachne who would say, "In the name of the dudes, I punish you."
Yo,
Incorrect.
By the light of the
This-
dudes.
this was such a punny episode. Oh man.
Name of the
For all the
dudes.
puns. Looking forward to more puns. And I don't know, Thorn. I mean, personal soul thorns about like exhaustion and pain and whatever. But like overall, this was a good session. Like I didn't have any technical difficulties. Sorry, Rich. Which I usually do. And yeah, everything went smoothly. So I think it was cool. And then my appreciation is for Joe and Renji. And I I really appreciate how I just appreciate the diplomat that Renji is and how like level headed. Cause like he's uncomfortable by Donna and yet is like talking to her and planning with her because he knows that Yashin he's starting to accept that Yashin is bad news bears and you have that and then you have with what's his name? Riptide? Is that the right name? Riptail.
Riptail.
Sorry, there's so many names that are very similar in this game. Riptail and trying to like get to a point where it's just like, hey, not right now, but you know, in the future. And I know Arachne did the majority of the talking, but Renji being the captain of us is like regardless is like the he's the face and usually also the voice and knowing that like he's always going to try to like make sure it's okay first before we get in over our heads and shit, which is really cool. Yeah.
Thank you. Renji wants to be the best captain he can be under the circumstances.
Yeah, I think that's a super interesting development because I remember I went into this being like, Rich has to be in charge because it's Rich's game, but that doesn't actually have to be the case because anyone can technically be the captain. We just need the story to progress forward, and I really appreciate that Joe has stepped up into that position.
I'm sorry.
Like
I'm sorry.
I was
Skinga.
I was in the same boat as you were, Skang. I was like, yeah, Galen's gonna be captain. Like,
we'll get
We're all like, yeah,
But
Gail's
only-
gonna
but
be
only-
the captain, right? Right?
well, I
Gail's
mean,
gonna be the captain, right?
that was the original plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, plans change. I think. Listen,
Yeah.
you've got a talking hat now.
Look,
so only
it
so
works.
Um, I'm gonna start with my thorn because I was dumb.
It was the puns, wasn't it?
That's a extremely minor thorn, and that's
We had too much fun.
That's me channeling Brennan Lee Mulligan going, we simply have to move on. But my thorn is I fucked up Ballywig and Lone Guard's classes and backgrounds.
Oh, what?
They're
Oh
suppo-
no!
They're supposed to be the opposite of what I had them statted as. Based on
Wait, so what? Lone Guard's supposed to be the transmutation druid?
the mutation
Oh,
druid,
he's-
yeah.
No, not based on what you had originally told me.
Yes, but then I was looking at my notes in a different
And then you were
thing.
like, fuck, I put it backwards.
I don't know who put it backwards. I don't know if I put it backwards or you, Sam, if you put it backwards. Because in the
Look,
notes
I just
that
had
I
the
have...
notes from the Spiderweb's secret chat.
No, I know. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Shit.
Because I have here that... Or maybe it was a thing of like... Lone Guard is studying... I think I might have it as Lone Guard is studying Ballywig. But Ballywig, because I have here Ballywig is written down as expert in transference of magical diseases, and Lone Guard is expert in mutations of magical origin. And then I was just like, are they studying each other? What did I do? I don't know.
They're married, okay?
No,
It's
I know they're
fine.
Me killed
They
Am.
shared.
Me killed I.
Yeah,
You went invent.
Me saw who? Yeah, no, it's 100%.
Sus!
Oh gosh.
It's 100%. I don't know how I did that. That's my thorn. It doesn't matter at this point, but it really.
Oh fuck it!
confused me.
They're already there the way they are now.
No, I know.
Look,
That's
they're
what I'm saying.
married. It's
I'm
fine.
like, I know.
They both picked everything up from each other.
My thorn is just, what the fuck did I do? You know what I mean? Like, they're fine. They exist. They're the characters we know and love.
We have our
Um,
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Yes.
They are not dead.
They're not dead yet.
They will never be
Maybe
dead.
yet.
Oh, okay,
They're not
alright.
undead.
So that's my thorn, and that's a very minor thorn because I'm just like, I'm a dumbass. Rose really enjoyed improvising that flashback. I kind of just had like the scene set up, and I wasn't really sure where it was going to go, but I'm really glad it went in depth with some of those things. So that'll be a cool thing to return to occasionally. Like Steve said, getting those in depth flashbacks, and I have flashbacks planned for other characters as well. But it is cool to see Petra specifically in those scenes because it's like, why is he here? What is he? What is his connection? He's just helping out Arachne.
He's like the greatest friend that ever lived.
Yeah, and then Bud is definitely going to be next week's Race for the Hills combat and escape session. I just have to make sure that at some point you guys, I mean, this felt like enough of a win that being like, okay, now we got to get the fuck out of Dodge is not, too much hurting your pride. You know what I mean? Like, you got a lot of good stuff. You got a lot of good information. And I will
Correct.
say that when you guys leave here, well, I don't know how many sessions it's been since we've been here, but like probably a decent time to level up. So that'll be something to look forward to as well.
Ooh.
Plus,
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying we're leveling up next session, or if we escape?
When you are on the voyage next session, we'll probably do, if you end up on the voyage next session, we'll probably do a level up then, so that you're level 5 sailing to Skull Island and Java.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, Bud is kind of like what, I almost said Renji, what Rich was saying, in that, like, this was probably, like, the biggest jump forward in terms of plot and information and stuff. And, like, the problem I had in Campaign 1 was that it just kept going, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But in this one, I'm like, there is a specific end goal, and I have to give you guys all of the information so that when you, like, get the next puzzle pieces, you're like, oh, this goes here. Oh no, I can see the picture. Holy shit, we're fucked. You know what I mean?
It's more purposeful, it feels like.
Yeah, and it's definitely...
Yeah.
It's also definitely good
It's
that
a
it's a
big
smaller
story,
group.
but it's contained.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yes, very much so. And there's still some twists and turns upcoming where people are just going to be like, never in a million years would I have guessed this. So I'm extremely excited to reveal those anyway.
Hold my beer.
Shut up.
Wait for the next prophetic dream sent
Yeah,
by the
right.
baby bat.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's it
Thanks,
for
baby
tonight.
bat.
Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Thank you all. It is, as always, an honor and a pleasure to be your DM. And if nothing else goes wrong, then I will see you all next week. But have a good night.